Welcome back to Tech 24. We've got a lot of sunshine coming up in this edition. Our future may depend on it. Solar power is gaining ground and breaking records. We'll be exploring the many facets and uses of the most popular of renewable energies. And later in the test program, we've got you covered for enjoying the sun in safety and the app to impress your friends at parties. All that with Dana J. Cattlecar. Early July, a quiet revolution took place over the Pacific Ocean. A man flew for 118 hours straight, alone, using only solar energy. The Solar Impulse 2 took off from Nagoya, Japan, and landed at a small airport outside Honolulu, Hawaii. It's the world's longest non-stop solo flight, cruising at its ideal speed of 28 miles per hour. Two pilots, André Borchberg and Bertrand Piccard, have undertaken a $100 million project since 2002. They're going around the world, starting off from Abu Dhabi in March. Next stop, Phoenix, Arizona, then New York. Hi, Dana J. That is quite a feat right there. What else is this renewable resource being used for? Well, solar power is used everywhere, be it land, sea, or water. Now that we are talking about this spectacular flight, let me remind you that, earlier in 2012, a catamaran, which was powered solely by solar power, it managed to circumnavigate the globe, and it was the first solar-powered vehicle or electric vehicle that managed to do so. So it was quite a tremendous achievement for a big vehicle to run on solar power. Then there are other examples like the satellites we see, or all the which are responsible for the communication, modern day communication. They run on solar power. Without these solar panels, they wouldn't be getting electric power. So yeah, solar panel does. So we already rely on it quite a bit. Absolutely. Even the cars. I mean, though the cars may not be in production line for now, but there are many experimental cars, many prototypes which run on solar power, like, for example, the Helios, which is done by French students based in Lille in northern France. So there are plenty of examples in which solar power is used, and hopefully, in the future, that could become the primary source. What about solar power on the go? I'm sure you don't need a socket or anything. All you need is the sun. The phone manufacturer Kyocera, it has launched a prototype in which it charges the phone using a thin layer of solar panel, which is embedded in the touch screen. And it doesn't affect the functioning of the touch screen. That's the best part. So without compromising on the touch screen, you are able to charge the phone. Of course, that's not the primary source of charging. The primary source of charging is still the electric socket, the normal. Right, but it's a first step. Yeah, and plus it is important because, for example, if you run out of battery, that could become a very useful source, to charge your power and make important phone calls. Absolutely. Yeah. And there are other examples, like since we are talking about phone, I think we should talk about the charger as well. Right. There's a new Kickstarter campaign going on by the company called Solar Paper, in which they are launching this new solar charger, which is very thin, and it's touted as the world's thinnest and smallest solar charger. And what's impressive is that despite being so thin and running on solar power, it's able to charge your phone. I mean, the time taken is almost the same as it's taken by, a normal wall charger. Wow, that's incredible. And what about the future? Where can we expect solar power to go from here? The future is bright, but the thing is, there are two things. First is in design, and the second is in the types of materials which will be used in order to improve the efficiency of the solar-powered devices. So, for example, the design, I can quote an example of famous Hollywood director James Cameron. The one who did the Titanic? Titanic and Avatar. And he's designed an array or a cluster of solar panels in a way that mimics the mechanism of sunflower. Sunflower tracks the sun. Right. So the panel, it's shaped in the form of a flower. And this panel, it has tracking mechanism. So it tracks the movement of the sun using astronomical data. And it tracks the sun, and that increases the productivity. Because normally, solar panels, they are fixed. Right, so they don't once move. It passes the peak output, then... That makes sense. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense design-wise and productivity. And plus, it looks beautiful. It's not just a flat cluster of solar panels like that. Oh, there's a shape little poetic shape to it. And then the other improvement, or the other big thing, which could be a game changer for solar power, is the use of materials. Right now we are using silicon. That is the most used material for making solar cells. But that is expensive to fabricate, and plus it's very stiff. You cannot use... Silicon is a stiff substance. Exactly. And plus, secondly, its maximum efficiency is 25%. But now there's a new material which researchers are working on. They're trying to develop. It's called perovskite. So it is lighter than silicon. It's easier to manufacture. And you can just stack layer upon layer of perovskite on each other. And it
different panels. They can track the different bandwidths or spectrum of the sun, and they can harness that energy.
So when the sun's light is stronger or when it's weaker, it can harness that in different ways?
There are different spectrums, like, from VIBGYOR, from violet to red.
Oh, right. You're talking about the rays of the sun.
Yeah, the spectrum, the wavelengths of the light. So they can harness that energy as well. And the most important thing is that the researchers have found that the efficiency can go higher than 25%. So that could be a big breakthrough in this field. But the only problem is that it is not resistant to moisture. And it contains some, lead. So
that would be a problem if it's outside.
Yeah, once those problems are sorted, I think that could be the material of the future.
Well, we'll stay tuned to that. Thanks for that, Dhananjay. Let's dive now straight into the test part of our show. Well, Dhananjay, here in France, we've been literally feeling the heat this summer. Today, you're going to tell us about a helpful gadget to help us beat those high temperatures. What is it?
That's right. So this is a gadget made by the company Sense. It's basically a cookie which makes the bottle which you attach to. Yeah.
Right.
It makes the bottle a connected device. And once you attach this cookie to the bottle, it determines the movement of the bottle. So, for example, since this cookie has a motion sensor in it, the moment you lift the bottle at a particular angle...
You want me to help you with that?
Oh, yeah, please. I think... No, it's fine. OK. The moment you lift the bottle at a particular angle, it tracks the motion, and it sends this to this cute little figure. It's basically the hub of all connected device in this system of Sense. Now, this device is, right now, you can use it for determining the motion of the bottle, but you can use it for other purposes. For example, for a walk, you want to determine the number of steps you took, the number of... So this has a multi-purpose...
So it can do a lot of things. So what about the water, though? I haven't understood. What exactly does it tell you about what's inside? This Sense board, there's a board in which you determine how much water you want to drink or consume per day. So you set that...
So you set it here.
You say, today I want to drink 1 liter.
Exactly. So there are different options, say 1 liter, 1.5 liters, 2 liters, etc. Once you set that limit and the amount of time you lift the bottle at a particular angle, suppose you lift the bottle and start shaking it, that won't count. So does
that mean that if this is a 1 liter bottle, I can't say I want to drink 2 liters today because it's only going to count what's in that bottle?
No, you can drink 2 liters of the bottle.
But then you have to switch that. You have to take it onto the different bottle, the next bottle.
You need the connected devices to be attached to the particular bottle, in order to determine how much you have. But the good thing is it need not be restricted to water alone. If you want to have a restriction on consuming alcohol, for example.
Oh, that's very good idea.
That's more. That's more. Useful,
I see. Do you have a problem with that, Dhananjay?
Not me, but some people might. So yeah, that's the whole point of this devices. So it exemplifies the Internet of Things in our day-to-day lives. How it's entered our health, it's entered our
so many things.
Yeah, so many things.
In fact, I wonder if the ladies in our next story would be interested in this water bottle contraption. Instead, though, they've got connected bikinis. Yes, they do. Thomas Waterhouse has more.
With the mercury rising in Europe, everyone's racing to get outdoors. And thanks to a new twist on a classic French design, it's now easier to stay safe in the sun. These bikinis come with a detachable UV sensor that alerts the wearer via their smartphone when they need to apply more protection.
It's telling me that the UV index is 2, so I can still go out in the sun, but I need more sunscreen.
They're the brainchild of Mary Spinali, who set up her online company in Mulhouse last month. They even come with a so-called Valentine function that sends a message to the wearer's boyfriend so that even he knows when it's time to apply sunscreen to his girlfriend. But don't worry, the designers say they can even help the single ladies too.
It might sound a bit crazy, but when single people wear these bikinis, they're subconsciously alerting those around them that they need sunscreen. And others may just play along, which could make meeting people a lot easier.
Spinali already has designs for men on the drawing board, as well as swimsuits for children with built-in GPS locators, meaning parents will always know where their little ones are when playing on the beach.
Okay, well, before we go, we've got one more gadget for you. This time, it's a DJing app, so you can be the king or queen of the dance floor. Dhananjay, show us how it works.
Well, it's called DJing Pro. DJing already had a free app, but this is the updated high version of the already existing app.
You have to pay for it?
Yeah, you have to pay for it. So it's the same thing. Like, there are so many DJ apps, but it has additional features. Like I don't know the technical terms of
Let's see your skills, Dan and Jay. I'm very, very looking forward to seeing your DJing skills.
But I'm not going to live up to my
DJ
name
Dan and
for
Jay.
sure. Yeah, okay, let's try. By the way, this is the speaker. And since we are talking about solar-powered devices earlier, so this is also a solar-powered speaker, which you connect to your phone via Bluetooth.
Okay.
It's called Sulra Ruckus.
So we can listen to what you're going to do with your phone on the speakers.
Speaker, yeah. Shall we start?
Yeah, let it rip.
All right.
Oh my. This is also a test of your musical tastes. Oh. What is this, Amelie? Oh my goodness, Dan and Jay.
I don't know what I'm doing.
This is awful. Sorry, no offense.
Okay, I can adjust this.
And now what do you do?
Wait. Be patient. You don't feel like dancing, no?
No.
No?
Okay, I like that. No, you should have kept that. All right, maybe we can do something with this.
I don't know. This is the best I could do, Shona.
All right, well, you're going to have to brush up on those skills, Dan and Jay. I think that we've had enough today with these speakers. Let's leave it with the pros. They've got it down more than we do, that's for sure. That's the end of our show, but you can connect with us on Facebook or Twitter. Our hashtag is Tech24. See you next time. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone, and she's always